I think I heard both teams readied up. Yep, here we go. First rollout at last. I'm just gonna watch Farsal roll the mid. Some interpretive jumps so far. Yule's gone catwalk versus the standard by Farsal. Pretty much just catwalk for scouts so far for Div2. No one's really taken any position.
Awesome, nice bombs there from both soldiers, just capitalizing on the bottom right position.
Yule just raining stickies and pipes down on the red team, but not that many kills for Div2, but they have pushed out Hootenany. But Ads are still alive and looking to re-enter by the looks.
Yeah, they're sitting in like the corner down there. The scout could mop up if he kind of gets in, and like he's not playing slow with heals. It's really gonna. Okay, do we have a pause?
That's a pause.
Yeah, no. I saw like early on, well, not early, around in the middle of the fight, the red roamer bombed for I think it was face, and so like after that, really Reg maybe he could have got back to his med, and the scout got out with Ads, which is good, and then they kind of sat at corner, but then the scout ran in away from Ads, and Ads had nobody to heal, where it would have just been so much better if he could have like either A, gone in with his med and played slow with the heals because they had the heals ad, or B, which I think was probably a better decision, which was just to like sit in courtyard and let their roamer do whatever. Like even if D5 were to get mid there, they would have had Uber ad and they would have been able to wait for their players and repush mid, and trying to go in with this, just the scout and the med and your roamer behind who's probably low against 3 players is, you know, there's a chance it could not work out. So
yeah. I don't know. Div2 capping the point there. Hootenany trying to re-enter. Abide has just killed one scout. He's looking at Yule, who's on, 103, and there's another soldier on 83 Milkmaid, but he's going to pick up a pack and be on 100. We have unpaused though. I think that Ads should have just had someone stay with him.
yeah, he's kind of out now and he's got nobody to heal, but they still have Uber. There's still a scout in mid. He's kind of, he gets Yule, so that's pretty big. Maybe they're looking at a re-enter, yeah. So all of Blue's combo is sitting at second now, and if Red re-enter, they're going to be able to cap mid here and have Brad pushing into courtyard.
Yeah, well, Hootenany have taken it now. D5 grinding though, so that 100% ad, well sorry, not 100% ad, that 40% ad is coming down quite quickly. So by the time Red have all their players in courtyard, or Hootenany, sorry, I don't actually think they will be able to do anything with this, so we're going to see our first Uber v Uber situation of the game, and Strera actually trying to push in. I don't think he realizes they've actually already got Uber by the time he's coming in, and
yeah,
they
not
have
a good
popped
Uber.
up.
Yeah, it's a really early Uber, and looks like, wow, that's a big multi as well as the early Uber, so the Blue Pocket could really capitalize on this, but he's kind of just sitting in second. He really could have used that to try to get a pick, so that's not really too good.
Out. Finally some kills happening over on the flank.
Yeah, the Blue Flank being really aggressive here and right. And they managed to get like one kill, yeah.
Really, scouts need to grab some buffs here before they push out, because at the moment they're just kind of not fighting with an advantage.
Yeah, it's soldier for soldier here, so I guess it's just going to be a reset. They're going to wait for their players and then... Oh, okay, so maybe someone was lagging.
There was the pause, yeah. But Red have Hootenany, sorry, have a slight Uber out again, but trying to go upstairs now. I think they're just going to try and push out Div2 without having to use the Uber, which is a good idea, but the soldier's gone behind for D5. I don't know if he's going to get anything through drop down though.
Yeah, this is good for Strera. He's just looking at top. He gets a frag as well. He gets stepped by the trap. I don't know if this is going to be a good Uber. He kind of went back a bit too far. Yeah, he could have just jumped into their faces and forced a multi pretty easy. So they've had to get out there.
Nearly goes down to Abide on the back, but he's on 19 health. I don't know if he's going to be able to fight this. All of the players in D5 are low at the moment, and the soldier's going straight to last. Oh, so close. Ads goes down. D5 kind of escaped a bit there, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, they sent one player behind. I mean, it was just like a scrappy fight after the Ubers, and I saw that Makassar traded for the demo. The demo hit a really nice pipe, but Makassar trading for him there is really, really good. And yeah, they just won the really scrappy DM fight in second there, and you know, killed the player who was backcapping pretty smartly. So now they're gonna have a big Uber ad capping mid. You know, they could probably start going forward now because they're not gonna prevent any forward spawns with this cap. So yeah, I don't know. I think they should look to go aggressive here. Yeah, Rakko, that's a good idea.
I think I think if they're not going to jump straight on them right courtyard, try and spread left, get in the flank again without losing place. But Yule goes down before Uber was popped, so I don't know if this is a good idea for D5 to keep pushing. I'd rather have a demo than a pocket in most situations, and
Yeah.
particularly in courtyard, man.
That was weird, like, they pushed into right courtyard there, they had Uberad. I mean, Milkmaiden didn't use it that effectively, but he still got a frag. But somehow Yule died, like, during the Uber. And so here, Red have Uber advantage, they didn't get anything more done with it, and they can just push out in the courtyard, even players, and even, you know, start taking mid-hit.
Yeah, I don't know, it's weird to drop your demo. I think I would, especially, I think Strera kind of overextended there with the Uber. Like, in the last game I saw him play the game versus Get Some, they did actually play Granary, and he didn't seem to do that much with Ubers, so I feel like maybe D5 need to realise that Hootenany aren't doing a great deal with their Soldier Ubers, and maybe feel less obliged to, I guess, drop players and really try and save Milkmaiden there, and could have spread the heals a bit more.
Yeah, I think you're getting your teams a little bit mixed up. You're saying Stir and Milkmaiden and stuff.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but I know what you're kind of saying. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see how Thingo died there, but it kind of sucks. Anyway, it's just a reset now, so looks like Blue. I'm not really sure what they're going to do here. I mean, they're even Ubers. They could maybe just bomb the Soldier. That's kind of the average thing to do in this situation, but there's a whole bunch of options that they have here.
Has their medic dropped?
No, he's still healing.
No?
Just standing still.
Which is, who knows what's going on? Oh, AFK. Well, he's back. We're in a very intense game where medics go AFK. No one's really doing anything.
Yeah, it's just one of those shitty stalemates that Granary kind of offers. But they're trying to take Garage here, which is interesting. I mean, maybe they're going to do an aggressive bomb. Where's their own rat? Telex is just sitting on the right. He's just taking spam. I mean, maybe they're just waiting it out and waiting for an opportunity to bomb him or something like that.
Strera seems to want to push in here. I don't know if he's trying to bait someone through that sticky trap or just trying to get a kill, but no one's really doing anything, just spam on all sides.
Oh, they're looking to break left here. The scout's out and he's dead his trap. So yeah, they can bust left here really easily. They have, yeah.
Makasar's gone down meanwhile, so that's going to make pushing here quite difficult. So maybe not pop in just like the... Just take control of courtyard. It looks like they've pulled back out, or...
Yeah, they had to, because they lost Makasar and they knew that pushing there with player disab wasn't going to really work for them.
Strera wants to use this player out. He's come really far, but he nearly went down to a scout just there.
Yeah. Oh, wow, the scout is on the med. He forces them. Wow, really nice work
really
there by
big
Drap.
force.
Yeah.
Davey P goes down on the flank though. I don't know if that's quite worth it, losing two for the Uber.
It's not worth losing two
really
for the Uber there.
Oh, I think they're going to pop them here too, so no one down just yet for D5, and they're getting kills while Hootenany Ubered.
This is a bad Uber by Hootenany. I mean, right now, Blue should be going in, collapsing on them. Like, they're in courtyard, yeah, and they can just walk out here. I mean, good positioning, just getting back there by
slow. D5 need to be faster here. They've got players.
Yeah.
They've got heals. Just need to go.
Yeah, this is good. They're going to get second out of this, probably. Some nice spam there by Milkmaiden, so... They could take second here, and they have a pretty decent Uber advantage here because they must, well, hopefully they know that Red's Uber got popped a whole lot later than theirs, so maybe they want to grind this up and just start using this in the last. That's what I would do here, just really aggressively. And it looks like that's what they're going to do, pushing out left here. I mean, they know that it's not a big ad, so hopefully they're going to know to target the med here. No heavy or anything, so this could turn out pretty poorly here for Red.
Yeah, Blue are well and truly over this, but they've lost so many players.
Wow.
That just didn't go well, and they haven't killed ads. They gave up a lot of players for it, but they haven't picked them off, so just duel up now for Blue, and I think this might be a relatively easy retake for Hootenany.
Yeah, that's weird. They just didn't really take the position that they needed to take on that push. I mean,
oh, Yule could go down here? No. Scout backs off.
A lot of them sat like in back right of courtyard, and they should have just bombed their soldiers on top of them. And Scout like sat on point stupidly and tried to cap or something, which didn't really work.
They forced the pop out of Hootenany though, and he's got like 2 player pickoffs before they did that, so that's really impressive by the flank for D5, because they're just getting kills everywhere.
Yeah, but they did pop Uber, and looks like FaZe stayed alive during that Uber. So they're even players here, and they've got Uber ads, so yeah, just giving up courtyard here. Yulestar is really caught forward there, and he dies to Strera, so that's a bad death. Really just like not good positioning by him there. And Blue need to be out. Blue need to get out here. Red have Uber advantage, so they can definitely try to take mid. Player advantage, sorry. So they can try to take mid, maybe force the blue Uber.
Yeah, they're all over it at the moment, but the soldier trying to go behind, not sure what.
Wow.
Oh, Telex killed the med. Wow, that was a good jump.
Yeah, he was able to frag the med there, but they're losing all their players here on mid. I mean,
Face has to pop, but he
Yeah.
only has Yule by the time he's actually popped.
So I mean, yeah, Face really just dropped all their players. They had Uber there, and their players just went down one by one by one. I mean, that's just not too good. Davey dying, he kind of chased a little bit hard there.
I don't think D5 realised just how low everyone on mid for Hootenany is at the moment. This has been a bunch of weird Ubers so far. For a Pocket Soldier map, I don't think we're seeing quite the... Like, if one team's Pocket Soldier starts really controlling Ubers a bit better, I think they'll definitely start winning every fight.
Yeah, I mean, there haven't really been, like, there's been a couple, but no really big, even Uber scenarios where Pocket's really capitalized or forced a multi or got a frag or something like that. So, I don't know, I mean, D5 pushing into Courtyard here, they've got Uber advantage. I mean, they could use this effectively. They're just trying to take it from right. This would be a good time for the Pocket Soldier just to jump top, and then maybe they want to take the point for free. I'm not really sure what they're doing. The med's pretty far back here for Red, so yeah, it looks like they're going to get it for free. And maybe they could just keep on pushing this into last. I mean, Ads doesn't have Uber yet. I think they still have Ad, but it's dwindling away.
It's gonna take too long. They won't be on Ads in time. He is gonna get it and pop it before they actually get him on the push. So I don't know if this is gonna work out very well for D5. It's gonna be another failed last push, and Yule goes down, which could mean...
Yeah, I mean, kind of just poor tracking of the Ubers there by
Telex kills Ads though, so... Rodent!
Wow.
Rodent!
No way.
Oh, you can't be serious.
No
He's
fucking
not going to
way.
get it.
No, okay. So they've got spawners now. Rodent going huge there, and Makassar's coming in for the
There's only
cleanup.
one player up for Hootenany at the moment. Rodent nearly got 6 down, but Yule's going to come in and take the first round for D5. That was a...
Jesus Christ.
That is some huge individual play.
Yeah, that was insane. He was basically 1v3 there, and he just decided, hey, you know, I'm just going to hit all my shots and kill you guys. So, some really nice play there by that scout. And I want to say also a little bit of foreplay from Hootenany. I mean, they just missed their shots on him. So,
Should have closed out that last hold earlier. Mid's all yours, brother.
Alright, I'm going to watch Yulster. He's going top here. Looks like he has beat the other demo by a pretty significant amount. So he's got an early sticky. He gets it. And alright, both teams have decided to go corner. Some decent positioning from the Blue Soldiers, but
Yule's hitting pipe.
The Blue Soldiers are like, the Pocket's got good position and good health on the bait. Even though the med's dead, like, they're just gonna win that, yeah. So both of the Blue Soldiers just like took top left and just rained down like their ammo onto Red. Red were just kind of stuck on the ground there. Both their scouts were pretty far back, sitting on the ground, and even though
Rodent killed everyone.
Yeah, even though the Roma kind of came through gap and did some decent damage, and I think got the med, didn't really matter. So neither teams have decided to go crits here. Both meds died. I mean, that could be a decent option to do, but
definitely surprised by that, to be honest. I mean, this is Div2. You expect teams to really be trying to take every possible advantage. I would have expected out of D5. I feel like Yule's hitting a lot of shots. Give him an opportunity.
Yeah, actually, let's pull up the stats here and see how things are going right now. Yeah, so Yule leading the damage by a lot right now. He has top DPM by a fair bit.
Yep, not surprised. He's doing a lot of work. Even though he's dying a couple times because he's maybe slightly overextended, I think he is doing a lot of work for his team to create, you know, that room for Rodent to work in.
Yeah, and yeah, Rodent top fragging here on 15 frags, so definitely looking good for him as well.
That play he made on last was so huge. It's hard to, like, yeah. If not for him getting that 3 down, they definitely were gonna not cap, and they definitely probably weren't gonna get last.
So yeah, is this just a dry push or no? Okay, this is a 4-player suicide, and they get a lot of frags with it as well. Wow.
I'm surprised they didn't. I think. No, I wouldn't go in. Okay, but they killed everyone.
Yeah, that's like a fundamental like 4-player suicide. Yeah, that's like just a fundamental 4-player suicide. Yeah, Makasai dies. So it's weird how they were able to get so many frags out of that. Like, yeah,
You
I
don't
know.
expect that on a suicide. You expect maybe a medic and a scout that jumps in the way of a rocket, but that's about it. I didn't
Yeah.
expect to see so many players going down, but the off class is a backup for Hootenany, trying to prevent them pushing him with his Uber ad, but
Yeah. Let's see how D5 uses this ad. Alright, I like this top Uber. I like Soldier Scout through top. I think it can be really, really effective and backing in the corner. So an early Uber here coming top. They need to focus this heavy down really early. Frag the heavy. It's really important.
oh, Yule's gone
Yule
down.
dying,
Meanwhile, Akasar comes in on heavy for D5 on top pipe. This would make up for not having a demo, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Will, man. He's just going ham right now. He's getting so much damage and so many kills. And yeah, that's just gonna...
25 health.
That's just gonna end the mid. I mean, that's like the second time there that I've seen like Uber ad or something where Yulster has died during the Uber, so that's just not good.
I don't know
like,
what happened. I think he was off to the right or something, pushing in, and he just got a scout drop on him.
Yeah, mate, I think he might have been behind the combo or something, and I don't know, but yeah, like that Uber worked out in the end because the heavy just came in late top pipe and pushing into grand last for the heavy, like when you have Uber advantage and he gets mid pipe, it's kind of just, you've just won. They can't do anything about that.
Well, we're back at mid now, and Hootenany taking some aggressive position with the soldiers, but they're losing players at the same time. Ads has gone down already, but D5 also lose their medic. Just AVP up for Hootenany now, and I don't know if he's going to be able to pick these two players off, even though he does have more health. Or he did.
A crucial rocket miss there from Milkman, but it doesn't matter because Makasar can finish it up. So again, another good opportunity for either team to try crits, and it looks like Ads is going to definitely go on crits here. So this could really lead to something good. They just need to grind this up. They're going to probably be like, I'd say holding courtyard if not second here. Maybe they just don't want to show this crits, but this could be really, really interesting.
Yeah, Scat grinding the crits inside second. They're definitely trying to hide it. It's a good time to switch it. I think critsing out of that door might be a little difficult. I could see them maybe coming through Z or something on the demo. That would be my way if I was going to push out crits, but because I just think that main door coming out is just a bit too spammy.
Yeah, so D5 not reacting to this very well. I mean, they don't know whether or not they're crit maybe, I'm not sure, but wow, Fasto coming out on the left, he doesn't know where the med is and he's not getting anything done with
Oh,
his
he's
crit.
taking a lot of damage, but Strera hits one crit rocket. They got two with that. I don't know if that's going to be enough because,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're gonna
Face
get
has
Uber.
Uber here. They just got a
Yeah.
multiplayers in. He's going to drop a scout and he's dropped the Uber.
Wow! Such a crucial
Unbelievable.
mistake there from Face, just dropping that Uber. That was so crucial. Right when they had all 4 players there in left courtyard, they really should have thought, you know, whoever that was, the pocket or something, should have been like, alright, they're all in right courtyard here, they're going to back up into second, we want to use this Uber with maybe me and a scout through Z and just raid them, okay? Like, they could have just multied that Uber and raid them while they weren't invincible, but no, they just dropped that Uber, that's really bad. And now Red have crits advantage, pushing into courtyard, really overextending because of the forward spawner. Lucky to not lose their pocket there, that was
Faster was really low too. He was on 17 coming back to the medic, but they do have the crits again. They're going to try and use it. I mean, considering that the crits didn't get lots of kills, but he wasn't crits in time. That first sticky would have hit someone if it had been crits.
This Roma Telex drops onto the med. Bit of a, I don't know, like that pick there doesn't really matter that much, but he still gets the med. But I think, yeah.
D5 are losing lots of players, so I think despite that pick maybe being good, if they kept up everyone, nearly everyone went down just about for D5, except for 2 players, so this could be a round for Hootenany if they really take advantage of this player's big
And
players.
they're just coming in here, yeah, and they just win off that. That's like,
Good decision.
yeah, a bad decision there from that Roma. Like, he just sat in courtyard and he dropped down onto the med at the end of the crits, and when you think about it, like, that's completely inconsequential. Like, killing the med when his crits is over and you have Uber advantage is a bad thing for your team because you're dying
go
with Uber
down,
disadvantage.
yeah.
Exactly, like, it doesn't do anything, and it just meant that they just brawled second when, you know, the other team lost their Roma, and they won the brawl in second when, you know, they had it like that, so, you know.
Exactly. They could have, if he'd been up, they'd have probably been able to win the next scrappy fight, but a bite goes down early for Hootenany. The bomb does come in for them, but they get nothing with it. Already 4 down and no kills for Hootenany, so they're going to back out, and Ads could go down here. Soldier and Scout chasing, it's just Ads. I think he's going down. Unless he hits some insane crossbows.
Nah, couldn't do anything there. Just some really, just aggressive and dominant mid play here from D5.
D5 already on last. This is going to be a very quick round if they can get it.
Yeah, this is looking good. They do, but they just don't want to drop their demo again. They're getting a frag. Milkman needs to jump left courtyard, yeah, and just take the height. So now they can just cap the point. They're all in spawn, and that's looking like good half.
That's good half. I still can't believe that face drop, man. That was, to me, that was a really, that like cost them the round eventually.
Yeah, really, that's kind of just choking. I mean,
if he had multi-players there, like, they had enough, like, I know the multi's going to use the Uber faster, but if he multis everyone there, I mean, that's a good chance to probably get some kills and maybe not lose the scrappy fight post-Uber, but...
Yeah. I mean, they were like 2 or 1 down, I think, you know, the crits did okay. The pocket got like 1 frag with a crit rocket, and then the demo, I think, fragged the other demo, which was fine. They were all stuck in left courtyard, and D5 had Uber in right, so they could have just, you know, cut through Z really, really aggressively, and with a scout and soldier, they would have literally killed the entire team, like in garage there when they were falling out, but, you know, they just didn't do it well. They just dropped the Uber, and yeah, that just cost them the entire round in the end, so not much you can do about that, yeah.
Once you get on a roll and granary, it's very much like a, if you have Uber ad, you just keep pressing on. Don't slow down to, you know, chase players. Just shut everyone down, control the flank, don't let them get behind, and you should be able to take rounds. But if we look at the live logs now, I'm just going to pull them up. It is Yul who's still top damaging by a fair bit. Like, he did 6k damage across that half, and the next closest is Strera on 4.7, so Farsal almost, like, over 2k damage just damage difference between him and Yul, so Yul is really, really winning that class fight, and I think that's one of the reasons that they're doing so well.
Yeah, I think Farsal is struggling a bit there. 7 for 12 and under 200 DPM as demo, especially on a map. I mean, a map like Granary with some stalemates, like, there hasn't really been that many stalemates, like huge ones, but I mean, still doing under 200 DPM there kind of sucks, and when you're not, you know, getting that many frags, I mean, yeah, he's kind of just being outclassed there by Yul. And yeah. Rodent top fragging as well, kind of unsurprising. But, I mean, to be completely honest, like, the frags here, they're pretty even, and the damage is looking pretty even as well. So, I don't know, I mean, it was a pretty close half, but just a few, whatever, crucial mistakes by
Hootenany, yeah.
Hootenany, or, you know, some really nice play there. Like, I think there was maybe 2 mid wins that turned into a round straight off the mid, so
yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see some better play on the mids here, hopefully from Hootenany, but I mean, I think that's one way that they could really come back if they just start doing, you know, being a bit more aggressive on mids. I mean, I remember the second last mid that they lost was just like they didn't have any position. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure the soldiers for D5 just took like deep left crate, and they just sat their soldiers up there, and their scouts for red just sat on the ground doing nothing and, you know, getting destroyed. So maybe some more aggressive soldier stuff from Hootenany could help.
I'm not sure what it is, man. It seems like D5 on that very last mid as well just like absolutely crushed them. Like, they killed 4 players in about 2 seconds and then chased down a med and a scout, and that was pretty much round by the time that happened, because I mean, they left 1 scout back on mid, they capped second pretty damn quick, and then it was straight on to last. And probably the easiest round so far. The first one took quite a while, though. I'm not sure how long it was. It seemed like 10 minutes or so, so it was pretty long, that very first round. But now yeah. D5 are going, I feel like, they probably feel like, yeah, we can take this. Let's just beat them. And, you know, coming in, they were 4th seed. Hootenany is 1st seed. They drew in their round against each other, but D5, it has been said a bit in the Twitch chat that they've changed a lot since that first couple rounds, so maybe understandable they're doing so much better, but I think we should be going any second now. The Good Luck Have Fun's coming out. What do you see on this half happening, man?
I mean, I'm hoping that maybe just some better mid play here from Hootenany. I'm kind of hoping that maybe they can do something aggressive with their own soldiers. I mean, their Roma kind of, at the end of the fight, he's kind of coming in and like killing the enemy med or something, but it's like, it's inconsequential. It doesn't matter when the med dies, but they're losing the mid, so I mean, maybe just something like coordinated, like a nice coordinated bomb or something from their soldiers, or like a little bit maybe their scouts should try going top. I think both of their scouts have gone bottom for at least one of the last rollouts I saw. Both their scouts sat on the ground there. I mean, yeah. But, I mean, past mid play, I'm not really sure. I mean, it just needs to come down to Strera using the Ubers effectively, or more effectively.
I agree with you, man. I think Strera just isn't doing enough with the Ubers. Not to say that, you know, he couldn't, but it just seems like every time he's getting Ubered, he's needing to be singled and just not getting enough done with it. So, meanwhile, like, Milk Maiden, yeah, they might be multing a bit, and Face did have that drop, but D5's Ubers just, they seem to come at the end of them in better position and getting kills. So I'm not sure what's going to fix Hootenany's problem there, because this is definitely, like you said, pocket soldier oriented map. So,
yep, definitely. Yeah, I don't know what could really change here. I'm not really sure, because I've seen Yule caught out of position at least once, and I've also seen twice on Uber advantage where they've pushed in and he's died. I haven't exactly seen how. Maybe Face is dropping him, but maybe some better or like capitalizing on his mistakes more from Hootenany could really help them, or just, you know, if he kind of tightens up his play, they could really start taking these situations a lot more easily. So it looks like the round's starting here.
Here we go. Let's see if D5 can just continue dominating, or if Hootenany are going to come back and maybe put up a bit more of a fight this round. Watching Yule roll out. He has beaten Fastell on almost every single mid. Coming up catwalk, let's see what he can do. He's beaten him by a lot. That's easily 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's been ahead by a fair bit on these rollouts here.
And he's tagging the scouts too.
Akasar dying. He went aggressive on the bottom left, but died. And some aggressive soldier play here from Davey P. So yeah, Blue taking position. They need to like protect their med here. And yeah, both of the red soldiers just bombed for the med. He was kind of on position. Maybe some poor positioning by him there. If he could have just like maybe sat back and garage or something, he could have stayed alive. But regardless, I mean, they sacked all of their players for that mid, and this is realistically, I mean, okay, they're not going to get second, but you know, that's a mid win there, and D5 are going to have Uber advantage. Ad's going crits here. This is a pretty big mistake, I see. Like from what I see
I don't
here,
think that's a good idea, because they've already got like 25%.
Yeah, exactly. They had like 20% disadvantage, so that's a mistake. I mean, unless there's a mistake here from Benja 5, then that could work out poorly.
Strera gets kicked, Strats down, and Bide goes down. They're losing players everywhere. Ads has no one to heal with his crits, and you know, they're not even going to have crits advantage. They're literally going to have crits versus Uber, and it's not a situation you want. Davey P has to go for a play here, don't you think?
No, I think he needs to stay with the med and just grind up these crits, even though they've got spawners. Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was a huge mistake, sending all of their players to frag the enemy med when they had a slight crits advantage. When you're crits, you don't want to fight until you get that crits. Like, that's literally it. And them all dying there, pretty much like they lost the mid now. Now they're Uber versus crits. This could catch Face out.
They might
use it effectively. But no.
Not going to get him, and they finally pop the Uber. There's one kill for wow, Telex comes in, kills Ads really early, but how did Hootenany kill so many players?
Yeah, you went down there. He got hit by a crit sticky and just went up into the air and just plopped dead on the floor. So
wow, Rodent just kills 3.
Rodent just deciding to mop that up there. So it looks like he's going for another frag.
Almost 4.
Yeah.
He just won them that scrap fight when it seemed like they weren't going to win that fight after losing Yule. I don't know how they losing Yule so often when they have Ubers, but it seems like maybe he should be closer to the combo, because he's just dying too much.
He came into left there, like from what I saw there, that was a mistake by their medic. The medic just didn't tab him in time, and he got hit by a crit rocket, and he went flying up into the air, and then he like got hit by a little bit of scout damage, and he died and crated. So that's kind of bad play by the medic, just not tabbing him there. And maybe a little bit of bad play from all the other players as well. I mean, they need to sort out who's going to get that Uber. I think they had like 3 players and the med there in garage, and it's like, even if it is Uber versus crits, or even if it's even Ubers, like, I guess they kind of did get caught off guard, so
Danger 5 going in now. They have off the scout and the demo coming through, but Rhoda gets destroyed by Drad on heavy, and they do finally kick him off, but I'm not sure how well this is going to go, because base is down and Ads has Uber.
He needs to save players with this. Yep. So that's good.
Alex went behind, but I don't think he's going to accomplish much.
Yeah,
he's down.
So they were able to get Face during that Uber. Wow, really aggressive play there by Rodent. walking in through Z and literally 1v1ing a soldier in second. It's something that you really don't see that often. But he's really low here, and Blue are going to be able to get second here, so pretty decent Uber advantage to Blue. Probably think it's more than it is. It's only about 20%, but they probably think it's more than it is.
Coming out of Z, I think he wants to push aggressively out here, but his team is not with him. He's all on his own. He's not healed at all. Maybe he's just... They do come out now, but Drat goes down to a pie from Yule, so maybe want to pause on that push, boys. You've lost a player.
Yeah, they were one down when they were pushing out there to begin with, and they didn't even have Uber, even with Uber advantage. It was just a bad decision. Like, you don't have an advantage until you get that Uber. Some really aggressive play here, actually, from Rodent and Makassar, but they both die in right, and Abide follows them, so they've got Uber advantage here, and the combo's in right courtyard. It's even plays. They could choose to use this aggressively, but no, it looks like D5's going to get their Uber in a second, and it's looking like a restart.
D5, man. They lost both scouts there, and I mean, they lose Davey P on Hootenany, but by now Fastl going down. Just losing players for not any great reason. They just lost Demo and Scout there, and now I think this is a free point for D5.
They're looking like to do an aggressive Uber here. Okay, no, they're kind of getting back. Yeah, probably a better decision. Their spawns weren't coming in. This would be a bad decision now. Yeah, they can't aggressive Uber there. Okay, so when they were in courtyard there, that was just bad. Oh, sorry. More action there. Pushing into last here. And they're going to get a frag with that Uber as well.
Uber was popped early, so Blue's definitely having the Uber end about a second or two later, but I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to use it. Strera going for too many middies by the looks. And Yule has a lot of position, but just not doing any damage just yet. Telex coming behind, killing two players instantly. That's a really good pick, but
yeah,
I think that's going to turn it.
Yeah, the scouts are just going to mop that up. Yeah, so that Roma bomb from behind, nobody looked at him, nobody saw him, and yeah, he was able to clean it up. Okay, so first off, that situation was pretty much in the coffin when they had two players in courtyard and their combo was in second. So their demo and their scout were sitting in courtyard trying to force the enemy team out to like one Roma, and I think a scout leaked through garage into left courtyard. The Roma bombed behind the demo while that demo's combo was in second. So really, really bad positioning by him and just completely out of sync by their team. Like, he can't be that split up, and him dying there just lost them second, and then from there they lost last with some really, really aggressive play there from D5.
And Yule is just, he's got 4 stickies out before Fastl's even firing, but they've come down the left side. Oh wow, apart from Fastl picks Yule, and everyone on Hootenany's in the red, but D5 just have less players, and unless they can start getting some kills, they're just going to lose because of player advantage.
Yeah, Fastl's got good positioning here, and he got really good damage on the demo. So yeah, okay. Red kept their medical alive, so that's good. Rodent got out with a med in back left. I think Rodent was low for the entirety of that rollout. Maybe got hit by some an early sticky or something, but yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard for Red to contest second here. They could do an aggressive Uber, but wow,
Rodent and Yule just picking up Drat, and the scout rushing in for Hootenany, though that might force the pop. And they take down Abide. Sorry, they take down Rodent, and Abide will probably go down here, but that's a good force by him and picking Rodent just to really establish control a second.
Yeah, he went really aggressive there. Scout's going to rush this demo and probably frag him. Oh no, he gets met up by the entirety of that team.
Oh,
and wow.
Davey P. He just went through top, I think, man. Like stairs to top.
Okay, was there Roma down or something? Like, the Roma should have been watching that.
Waiting.
Like, no, Telex was alive. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, the fact that he was able to get through top there, they were probably going to maybe lose that situation as well, and they were probably going to lose second, so really good for him to be able to back up that.
Yeah, that's just maybe a lack of communication or something, but Yule, once again, way in front, but Fastl sounds like he's coming out of garage. I'm not sure. He goes down to the scouts. They do now kill him, but Davey P kills Yule straight away.
Yeah, really aggressive bomb in deep left there. This is, okay. This is smart by Blue. They're just getting out, I think? Oh no, they're in garage here, and they're looking to recontest. With that player dead and they've lost mid, they have to try to get out now, so...
Yeah, it's just scouts with him at the moment. The demo has respawned, but he's not there yet, so I don't know if they can even hold courtyard here. It looks like they might have to back off, but I'm not sure. Fastl has arrived, so D5 have taken so long, and there's going to be enough space for... I think Hootenany can hold this for now, at least.
Yeah, D5 had that pocket out for so long, and they didn't try to take courtyard. A really big mistake there. I mean, I think a pocket advantage pushing courtyard on even Ubers is really big. You can bust right or something. But wow, really early force there onto Milkmaiden. And he's
Or
going to force
adds
the blue
almost
with a late.
drops.
Yeah, but it's a really late Uber there from blue, but they can't get anything done with it. D5 are completely out. Wow, okay.
Oh, base goes down though, so... But then adds is down immediately, so both teams trade medics, but D5 didn't have numbers, but now it's two soldiers on almost identical health, and who's gonna win it?
Some choke shotguns there, yeah, wow. That was really weird. I think that was a bit of a mistake, maybe going to left courtyard there. I think they were even players if not played this out and they decided to go into left. And, yeah, they kind of just got raped and they all stacked up.
Time has been added.
But the end of that fight was really weird. I saw all of, what's it called, kind of stacking up.
Yeah, that was just a really scrappy fight at the end there. I mean, both teams killed the medics straight after Ubers, and then it just seemed like they won that scrappy fight just because of maybe a couple choked rockets by Strera and the other soldier at the end there. Just seemed like they missed a couple shots, but they are holding last now. Teams have even... I don't think that's a crit. No, it's just an Uber. Rodin's gone down for D5, and this looks like suicides.
Yeah, it is. This guy could force the Uber.
He kills him, doesn't even get the Uber up, so I think Hootenany have to try and push this quickly if they want to try and not give up last, or at least try and save the Uber ad from being maybe that effective.
Yeah, they're just going to Uber into second here. That's good. They've already got a frag. They're going to get the demo as well as the scout. This is last, really. A really crucial mistake there by Hootenany, trying to push into second there without a medic against the enemy team. But the biggest mistake was letting the medic die on last there. So, I mean, I think against... Oh, wow, it is. 5-2?
I think that's, yeah, that's 5-2, man. I think we'll be on to Viaduct now, if I'm not wrong. I think it's Viaduct, but that's definitely an example. A lot of the rounds that Hootenany lost was purely mistakes, man.
Yeah, it was.
Just mistakes, and they capitalized on that one drop by Face to take a round, but otherwise it seems like all those like kills of Yule when they're pushing in with Uber, just not getting enough done. But we're on our way now, and hopefully this map may be a little closer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, another thing, D5 were really just capitalizing on the scrappy fights. I mean, when there were some like really big scrappy post-Uber fights, it seemed like D5's scouts or, you know, whoever were just able to get the frags over, you know, the other players. And that, yeah, I mean, that one situation when they were like in right courtyard, they busted right, and then their medic died, and then all of Hootenany like stacked up, re-pushing into Granary Garage, and then one soldier or something just hit them all with like 2 rockets and they all died, which was a really strange situation for me just to see something like that happen.
Yeah. There was some weird fights. To me, it seemed like there were a couple times, definitely Hootenany took some fights that maybe, I don't know what there was to gain from them. Like, they ran in that, trying to push on to second without a medic. I guess if they pulled it off, it would have been miraculous. But at the end of the day, I think it did cost them the round trying to do that. And, you know, before that, it looked like they were going fairly evenly. I mean, they were holding last. They did let their medic die, which is a huge mistake. But it's still like... they really made a couple all or nothing plays that have not worked out for them at all.
Yeah, so again, looking at the logs, it's strange to see a scout top fragging. Well, not really strange, but I mean, just seeing Rodent really just top fragged a lot that game. He top fragged, I think, in the first game, and in the second, he was ahead by a lot. He was 14 for 8, 161 DPM, and then the next is the Romo, surprisingly, who was 11 for 7.
Telex?
Yeah, for D5. So,
he did a lot of work.
Yeah, he did actually. He got some really crucial picks. So yeah, and I mean, that's what I kind of mean when I say like D5 are just winning the scrappy fights and their scouts are just mopping up. I mean, Rodent just ended up mopping up a lot of fights at the end of the Uber and ended up winning them the situation. So I guess kudos to him for some nice play there.
And it's not even really a scout map that much, man. Like, you expect... I guess I expect soldiers and demos to top frag on Granary, not a scout. I mean, now we're on Viaduct, which is definably more open for scouts, and I think they can definitely a lot more opportunity to get people, so get even more frags this map. And you know, that's not going to help Hootenany. They're trying to win this without really strong Ubers, and I think this map could expose maybe a lack of ability to handle Ubers the way they should. So I don't think this is gonna be any easier for them than Granary, especially given all the plays Telex is making. Like, you can't underestimate that.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing with Granary was that, I mean, usually it probably is a pocket soldier map, but it felt like neither pocket was really taking advantage of the situations effectively. And although I think like this can really be a pocket, like an effective pocket map, it can also come down to a lot of like really nice scout demo play. Like if the demo just keeps up the pressure with a lot of damage and the scouts are just mopping up, or even just doing a lot of damage themselves, just because of like the architecture of the map, it can really work out well. And I think from looking at Rodent last game, he was kind of going off. And I think this game as well, he's really going to have a strong impact on D5's performance. But again, I mean, Drat, it seems like he's a pretty decent scout. He didn't have an amazing game last game, but you know, he could go huge here. He's got a lot of experience on his belt, under his belt, sorry, especially in Div 1.
On demo,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think playing demo really, and scout vice versa, helps the other class. Because you learn, like, as scout I guess you learn how you kill demos so often, which helps you get better at dealing with them as demo, and as demo you learn how to wreck scouts.
Yeah.
I think it helps playing the opposite class, but at the same time I wouldn't be surprised if D5 more or less pocketed Yule this map and tele-exit sniped, because he is a decent sniper from memory and he is sniping in warm-up. I mean, I'm hoping that that's what we see, so it could be really good.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, this could be a close map, but I think really last map was probably the only, not the only, but a really good chance for Hootenany to take it. I mean, I think the scouts for D5 seem a lot better than the scouts just in general. The flank, I guess, seems a whole lot better, and it seems like the real edge that this team kind of has is their scouts and their demo, D5. And that's when those players are really going to kind of show their worth, I guess, on this map. Like, so I think Hootenany are really going to have to pull something out of the bag if they want to take this one.
Yeah, I agree, man. It seems to me like I see what you're talking about with the in terms of it as even as it gets. I think that Granary, if we're going to use what happened on Granary as the best measure of Hootenany, I'm going to say that, you know, after that, I can't see them beating D5 on this map. It is not gonna... The weaknesses they have... I just can't see Abide and Drat making up for the weak demo and pocket play by comparison. But here we go. We're into Vidox. If you guys just joined us, this is TF Live, Div2 semi-final. Danger 5 versus Hootenany, and Danger 5 took the first map 5-2. Won our first round of Koth Viaducts, and we've finally got some play going on. No one's really taken any position yet, but the bomb comes in and kills Face, and Davey P. That play looks like it's going to win them the mid.
And Milkman just bombing in and fragging both the demo and the med, so good play by him, just kind of bombing at the end of the fight. But wow, okay, Strera and Abide coming in at the end of the fight and fragging 4 players, so looks like they're going to take that mid. I felt like for the entirety of the mid almost, Hootenany had like a lot of good position, and it felt like the demo kind of really did a lot of good damage there, but the late Roma bomb from Milkman kind of fragging the med and demo was really good.
Yeah, that was a really good bomb to get the kill there. Davey P jumping in, don't know if he's going to get anything. 2 players down for Hootenany, and this might be a loss of the point. I mean, Rodent is all over Strera.
Yeah, so that was good by D5 just coming in and brawling. They knew that neither team would have Uber, and they knew that they had absolutely nothing to lose by going out to the point and just fighting them, and that's what they did, and they ended up winning it. So really good play there, and they have a forward hold set up here. So pretty interesting. Is that crits? Yes, it is actually. That's crits from Face. So yeah, they have this crits. Personally, I would be trying to use that maybe aggressively into spawn or something. You know, when it ends up crits versus Uber, it could not work out that well. So.
Yeah, I don't like having crits when you're holding this point. I think that's one of the problems with running it to push it, but in this situation, I don't know why Fastler bombed.
I mean, yeah, I think they're just suiciding here or something. Maybe they know that they're crits, but no, they don't, sorry. Okay, so they're pretty aggressive here. Hopefully one of those players saw the crits beam. Ads has Uber. It's really going to come down to whether or not he pops this. Okay, he pops early without D5.
But the crits hasn't been used, so I think they would just say, okay, you can have the point for now. We'll just crits back in on our demo.
Yeah, so that's like really good by whoever it was that forced the Uber out there from ads. D5 still haven't used their crits, and they just recap the point. Even if like the other team just comes in and caps the point and gets a bit of damage, but they don't frag the med, it doesn't matter because their medic got forced and they lost players, and then Blue used their respawn ad to come in and retake the point. And now they have a huge crits ad, and they could use this aggressively here.
They have popped the crits. Ads goes down straight away with Yule hitting good keys so far. That's 2 down with the crits, and that should secure them at least another 30 seconds on the point. That's big. I mean, it seems like that's another bit of poor Uber usage by Hootenany.
Yeah, I mean, did they even have Uber there? I didn't even see.
No,
but...
not at that point. But I just mean when they were pushing the point originally, it's really weak to give up the point without forcing the crits at least. Like the Roma bomb should come in to force that, but they lost so many players after popping Uber, and D5 scouts just walked up, killed a couple, and they just took the point for free.
Yeah, I mean that bomb there from Farcel was just not a good decision. He bombed in and died his demo, and at the end, like that just sealed their fate. They couldn't do anything here. Blue have crits, and Red are kind of dry pushing this. I don't know if they know that they like have crits yet or something. No, okay, it's just a suicide maybe.
I don't agree with that. I think it's going to result in them just giving up. Like, they're not going to lose the point here with a crits demo just waiting. But the bomb is coming in. I don't think this is going to be effective again. Yeah, I don't agree with these bombs. I just don't think it's working, man. They need to get this Uber and use Uber into them. The crits has popped and ads goes down without popping. That's a huge kill by Yule.
Yeah, and just a big mistake there by ads, not popping that Uber really. I don't completely disagree with those suicides. I mean, they were coming in on the right, they didn't have Uber yet. Hopefully they knew that the enemy team had crits, and so they just tried to push, and maybe with their med there, just get players healed and bomb them in and get the med out so he can get Uber. And they tried to do that, but they didn't force the crits, which kind of sucks. And
Heavy
in the
trying
end,
to walk in now, but I think he's just going to get owned by the scout, and he does.
This round is kind of over. I mean, unless like Hootenany go now, they shouldn't have had that heavy. They should have just gone up to the point and brawled before D5 got Uber. I mean, crits rather. And now D5 are going to get crits, and they're going to use this crits. Yeah. And these players are all going to run for the point, and they're going to get owned by crit stickies.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the bombs can work there when they're holding crits. I just feel like, why not just bomb, your players and grind the crits, grind the Uber and spawn, and then when you've got players up, hopefully you pop the crits with your bombs, but
yeah,
just didn't work for them what they were trying to do.
Yeah. Well, it's a new mid here, so we'll see what they have to do. You're playing up on balcony. I haven't really seen that much from demos. It's good for avoiding spam. A really aggressive bomb there from JVP gets absolutely destroyed. But some good position here from Hootenany. Wow, really nice positioning here. And they got the med, so they need to watch for this aggressive bomb that comes in. He's on top of the med and he gets in. Really, just need to be more aware of that. When they get the enemy med, they just need to be thinking, okay, we got the med, we need to protect ours now. It's really crucial, and that med needs to start getting back and looking for that aggressive soldier who's going to bomb him, inevitably, and try to surf that rocket, or the players frag him before he does that or something. And
yeah,
here,
Yeah, I agree, Matt. I don't think it's much of a surprise that you're going to have a med bomb from the other team when you pick their med at mid. So I just think that's really weak, like, just too easy for D5 to kill the med there. I mean, Telex has been doing it a lot over the course of these 2 maps, but Yule dies to a sticky trap there from Farcel.
Oh wow. Okay, so hopefully, like, Hootenany go really aggressive with this. I mean, there's a player on Hootenany's med. I don't know if that's a good decision. Hopefully, yeah, they're losing players kind of left and right.
The heavy on the point.
I don't know why they're running a heavy. I don't exactly agree with full-time heavy. They've got Uber disadvantage. Hopefully they know that. Oh wow,
the Uber
really
is
early.
forced a bit earlier by Abide, I think it was, on the flank, and Farcel nearly dies. They only get 1 kill with the Uber there though, so they're going to kill their scout behind, I imagine, but otherwise it'll be Uber up for Hootenany, and they should be just walking this in, I think.
Yeah, a bad Uber there by D5. I mean, they just Ubered the demo, and he just sat back throwing mid-range stickies, but I mean, when you're Ubering in onto the point, especially when you're Ubering onto the point, fragging the medic is almost always a priority, and he didn't do anything, he didn't jump. Wow, those headshots by Telex absolutely destroying Hootenany. Even during the Uber, like, they can't do anything when their players are just dying around them. And yeah, it looks like the med is probably going to get mopped up here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see him on Sniper. It is a class he did off-class to a lot when he used to scout in teams, so good to have a roamer who can snipe, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully Red here are thinking both meds died. They're not going to have Uber for a while. Let's not suicide our players. Gather up in spawn and then just dry push. Dry push the point. Neither team has Uber. Let's just brawl them. We have respawn ad. Even if we trade players, we know we're going to have respawn ad and we're going to be able to take the point. And that's what they should be doing here.
Yeah, D5 just setting up the hold and Telex picking off the demo there. He's just getting lots of kills here.
Yeah, well, I mean, against the sniper, not really much you can do when you're trying to push slope there. And heaps of players dying here for, Wow, okay,
he kills
so they got the
Face.
med, wow.
Wow, Davey P. That's a really good play. But having, I mean, Telex sniping, there was a good period where Ads was healing no one there, and it seems like in lots of like little scrappy fights, D5 are just killing the Hootenany players pretty easily. So I feel like even with this Uber advantage, it might not work out if Telex is getting kills while they're Ubering in. So especially Streva on Heavy with Uber ad, I don't like this.
Yeah, I don't... Heavy pushing the point with Uberad, like, it's a bad decision, like, in itself. He can't do anything, he can't be aggressive. He has to just sit back and just, like, really mob. So they're coming in here. Drat dies early, even though they've got Uber advantage, like, that can't be too good. And Terror's fragging this, yeah,
Not
Heavy.
surprised.
Again, they're pushing the point with Uber advantage, and they're just all dying. Like, they need to use this Uber aggressively and try to do something with it. But they're all just dying left, right, and center, so there's nothing they can do.
I'm not sure what was going on there. Like, it seems like that Uber advantage, they still have Uber ad, and they didn't use it at all. So maybe, I'm not sure what kind of lack of communication there is when you kill their medic and yet still can't push with the Uber ad, but they are coming in now. Abide went down before they popped, and both teams have Uber. Ads has popped it later, but lots of players down for D5, and both demos trading, so I'm not sure how else it's going to go. Face is really low.
Stir gets the med, yeah. I mean, a weird Uber on point there, like, they ended up, both meds ended up dying actually, and it looks like Red are going to keep the point. They captured it first, they need to just keep the point here, but D5 have respawn ad and they're just going to be able to keep coming in waves and waves and waves, and with that long left on the clock, it's going to be so hard for Hootenany to defend this, so they're going to have to pull a miracle out of the bag.
Yeah, Hootenany seem to be really struggling to hold this point, and D5 just walking in, no Uber needed. It seems like the soldiers just aren't able to hold this point, and they're going to give it up without the Uber pop, without even forcing anything. Is Face running crits? Yeah, he is, so even if they do happen to hold this here, I think the crits will really... That's another round.
Yeah, so again, I mean, better play there by D5. Hootenany had the point, D5 just came up and brawled it and they got frags, and then they just used the respawn ad effectively and just took the point really, and running crits kind of, I mean, it didn't really matter in the end, but even if they got it, yeah, it could have really had an effect on the fight.
Varsal trying to do some damage, but he's just sitting back here and he's getting bombed now. He's just not really getting that much damage, and big rockets from Milkmaid and kills Ads and Varsal with 2 or 3, and that's another mid to D5. They are really dominating on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the past 2 mids have actually gone to Hootenany, but that mid, I mean, D5 just got the position really early, some really nice damage from their demo, and they were able to just take the point. And one of the big crucial things here is that their medic didn't die. I think both times that Hootenany tried to, or won a mid, their medic would die somehow at the end of the fight, but this time it's not like that. They've got Uber advantage here, so Hootenany are thinking, okay, the enemy team's got Uber and we don't, so let's maybe do suicides, maybe they just want to be aggressive and try to force their Uber. But here, just grinding in spawn, I don't agree with it. Okay, did they force? No, they didn't. But Face is really, really low. He's gone back for the kit and they've given up position here. So Red should be trying to take this position and then going really aggressive to try to force the Uber. Ad should be further back. This is really bad. He will probably die here if Blue play this well. But no, he gets out somehow.
Does run out. D5 are just winning these post-Uber situations, so it seems like they really shouldn't be, to be honest. I don't know what it's coming down to, but I don't think it's going to come as much as a surprise to you, but Yule is, again, top of the damage as D5 try and re-enter, but Yule is way in front on the logs. Way in front on DPM.
Yeah, Viaduct General, I mean, when you're demo, you can just do so much damage on this map. But yeah, that fight, I mean, that worked out well in the end for Hootenany. They ended up just, like, they lost some players, but they forced the Uber and they had respawn ad, so they were trying to re-push here. They've got a player ad and Uber ad. They get forced, but 2 players die during the Uber. That's really bad. Stro's trying to overcompensate by just overextending with this Uber, and he doesn't get anything done with it. D5 doing a really good job of just protecting their med. He gets out at the end of the fight.
Some big rockets to kill players. I think Face has run away though, and they will have, I think, about a 50% Uber, but he's waiting for someone at spawn. No one is there to pick him up. Where's the communication? Yule is out there dying at the moment, but I think he should be okay.
Yeah. They have just all the time in the world now. They've got Uber advantage, you know, they've got respawn advantage. Telex is out here trying to just get frags, and he gets a frag. So that's really looking good for D5 here. They've got a huge Uber advantage, and now they've got a player advantage. So now they're just going to push deep left and hopefully use this Uber really aggressively, or even just take the point for free with the player.
DV2 does force it, which is a good play by him. Ads might get out here. He's on 80%. They probably want to re-enter almost straight away if they don't lose too many players, but it's only the combo. But Farsal, sticky track kills Face and Telex. That's a big play, but Ad's got a pop Uber, he's dropped it.
Wow.
What's going on?
A huge drop there. That's realistically, that's really looking bad there. I mean, the one advantage that they have there, it's just gone down the drain, and that's probably like the 3rd time that I've seen Hootenany with a nice like advantage, but they just kind of throw away by doing something like really either just, you know, not really
not a great
smart
idea there,
or just making a huge mistake like that. So
and danger fight or big midi on DV2 coming in, but Hootenany are going to be have their problems accentuated by the fact that D5 have switched to crits as well, so that med advantage in terms of the spawn is going to be even bigger because Face is on crits now, and it seems like they're going to be able to take this point without losing any players because of that pick on DV2. So this is another cap for D5, and it looks like they're in fairly good control of this round as well, and they've got the crits on Yulestar ready to go when they see them.
Yeah, I don't think they know that they're crits here. They get a player out. They're kind of just sitting around here. This would be a really good time for an aggressive crits. Yeah, it looks like they're going to use it.
They have used it 2 down straight away. That's a good bit of play.
Yeah, that's big. I think
just the meta,
yeah, he
and
did.
no one healing. He's not healing anyone rather, but he'll still get Uber well and truly before the next crits. So
yeah, that was
good escape.
Yeah, I mean, I think they knew that they had Uber disadvantage or something. I mean, like, the idea of what they just did wasn't that good, but it ended up working out because the enemy team was crits. But I mean, if the enemy team would have been Uber there, it would have just wasted more time than...
Oh, Scout all over Face, but he's not going to... Oh, Strera eventually picks him. The Uber's popped. Abide's gone down during it though, so I don't know. Looks like Hootenany have the point, but that's a good pick by Telex, and the med's going to come up for Face will come up now, but Hootenany look like a bit more in control, but Dangerfied only got 19 seconds left they have to hold it for, and Hootenany have a lot longer, so...
Yeah. Hootenany just need to keep their players alive right now. They've got Uber advantage. They know that the other team should be trying to brawl, but they have a sniper, and trying to brawl with a sniper isn't generally the best idea unless he's literally hitting all his shots. But wow, they're just going ham here. They're getting so many frags, and they're just going to get the point for free again. Yule just taking so much position and getting so much damage. So he sees that trap and he calls it. Demo's out of position here, and he's gonna die.
He picks off Telex with the trap on Rock as he tries to snipe stickies that were on the point. Unlucky Telex, but I guess to a degree, good job Farsal getting the pick as you died.
Yeah, they have to re-push here. There's 10 seconds left. D5 are about to get Uber or crits, but I'm pretty sure it's Uber, right? Yeah, it is. So this is looking really, really grim here for Hootenany. They forced the Uber, but all of D5 are on point. Even if they get Uber here, it's inconsequential.
They do get Uber, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, it's 2 players.
You can't tap when you Ubered, obviously, so when you're in overtime, it's not much use getting that Uber at the end.
Yeah, I mean...
Dominant half.
Yeah, really dominant. Keep opening the wrong log. I go to the one that's on now.
Yeah, Telex did insane, man. He was the 2nd highest damage, I think, apart from... Oh no, Farsal just gets ahead of him at the end there, but Yule... 433 DPM, 28 and 8. That's really big. Obviously, Demo with crits is going to get you a lot of kills, but he is so far ahead of Farsal, and Telex only just behind Farsal. I mean, the next player for in terms of damage, you've got Yule on 7.1, Fast on 5.7. There's a bunch of D5 players. Abide on 3.8 is your next like Hootenany player. They're just getting out damaged.
Yeah, I mean, and another thing that I just want to look at here is that if you have a look at the damage taken stats here, unsurprisingly, right up the top is Strera, and right below him is Fossil, and that is like, it's really, really noticeable that when D5 are pushing the point, they're making it way too easy for Yule to just damage them both, like, just stacking up, you know, with the pocket and the demo sitting at the same, like, you know, top left / top right area, like, they were just getting absolutely destroyed by the same sticky, both of them at the same time, and taking all this damage, and it just made it all too easy for Yule to just take the point with his team. So, probably a bit of a crucial mistake there. Strera kind of stacking up with the combo a bit too much. This map is really about the pocket kind of being a little bit more fluid maybe, and kind of jumping away from the demo and letting the demo kind of do his thing while you go aggressive, or, you know, while you force the Uber or you get frags or something. So, I mean, that's probably got a little bit to do with why they're kind of getting so out-damaged and why the damage score is so high for Yule, because they're just making it just too easy for him, I feel.
More or less, and also I'm really, really questionable off-passing the heavy decisions by Strera, and really good off-passing by Telex to Sniper, even though he's done it a couple times when it's definitely dubious whether or not it's a great idea, but he's killing lots of people, so that's pretty good for D5 when you have a roamer who can just go Sniper and pick people off mid-Uber. Yeah. But we're just waiting for action to get underway. So if you guys did miss the first map, it did go to Danger 5 5-2, and we're 3-0 Danger 5 on Viaduct at the moment. So it looks like our first seed, Hootenany, is on the brink of elimination, and we could see Danger 5 going through.
Unsurprisingly, they really just deserve this win. Just better play all around by most of their players, to be honest. Like, the demo really just taking a lot of position, and some nice mop-ups there by Rodent as well. And yeah, I mean, Hootenany need to do something really drastic if they want to win this, and they need to just like stop stacking up, stop taking all the same damage, and yeah, stop losing the situations, really.
Looks like we're about to go into the final round though. Let's see if Danger 5 can close it out. I would not be surprised given how well they're playing as a team. Eps, take us into mid, man.
Alright, let's do it. Let's watch Yule. I mean, he's been on top of the damage for quite some time on these mids, so going up on Catwalk here again, Battlements rather. This is a strange rollout demo, I didn't see it that often. Really aggressive bomb there by Davey P. He ends up getting the med, so D5 trying to be aggressive here to kill the med. They know that if they frag the med here, they're probably going to be able to retake mid, but they're not able to do it. Yule is out on 1 HP. Really nice play there by Hootenany. Again, that's like the fourth mid that they've won. So, I'm sorry, third. So that's, you know, 75% of the mids here that they've won. So, I mean, they just need to keep it up. This time they've kept their med alive. They need to expect some really, really heavily aggressive play here from D5. Probably even a suicide for their Uber, because D5 know that they have Uber. So D5 coming out here. FaZe staying pretty far back. They could even use this aggressively, like D5 all in the same, D5 all in the same spot. You know, FaZe is in kind of a shitty spot here. You know, if you use this properly, you could frag FaZe, and that's what they want to do with this Uber.
But Fast is just sitting back here. I mean, Yule has walked up almost to rock. They haven't forced the Uber yet, and Strera's gone down before the pop, so I mean, at the moment, Az is popping on no one. Milk Maiden's going to go down here, but it looks like FaZe is definitely safe with Yule in the corner. Rodent isn't going to go down here, so that, not a fantastic Uber again by Hootenany, and just that mid Abide did all the work, killed them, they saved the med, killed FaZe, but it seems like once again that Uber advantage, they haven't been able to use it properly.
Yeah, pretty much, I mean, and now they've used their Uber from the suicides, and FaZe was able to stay alive.
Straight away.
Yeah, and so they just re-Ubered right in and was able to frag FaZe here. So they need to expect some really aggressive play from the players who are up on Hootenany to frag FaZe. FaZe smartly actually going to the enemy health pack there. Kind of unexpected, but some good play and just going over there, nobody would expect it. And Strera came looking for him. Oh, sorry, that was his. I'm all mixed up.
He was way off the point.
Yeah, but he was way off the point.
Strera looking for him, but had no idea where he was, and just didn't work out. And they're trying to hold forward here, and FaZe took a lot of fall damage. He's standing still on the tiny window ledge.
It's kind of a weird spot, but
never
it doesn't
seen that.
matter. So many are down here for Hootenany. And the demo goes down as well. Luckily, Ads is out and he didn't die there. But yeah, really effective forward hold there. I mean, all of Blues tried to come out of the same choke and they got absolutely destroyed. Like, their soldiers tried to jump through lower and they got raped by Stickies, and Milkmaiden just raped one of their soldiers when he jumped up, so not really much that they could do about that. They just kind of got owned in that situation. But I think they're back to around even Ubers, and Hootenany are kind of coming out right here. Stro's shooting these Stickies, so this one big Uber fight that's about to happen on point really could decide a lot of what happens on this round.
I mean, Fast has gone down early. That's not great. That's a big deal. I mean, no demo makes it hard to push, but at the same time, they picked both the scouts on D5, so
yeah, that's big.
Fastle's up now, so maybe they want to use this spawn advantage. I mean, they really should go for it. A buy! Did he just drop Face?
I don't even think. Actually, no, he must have. Yeah, Face dropped Uber there. Wow, really aggressive play there by Abide. He kind of just came around the rock and blindsided Face and dropped his Uber. So good play there actually by Hootenany. But some really aggressive players out here from D5. They really should have expected that, and they've popped Uber. Face coming up Kritzkrieg as well. So, you know, now that they're one player down, neither team has Uber. Looks like D5 here are just going to come up and try to brawl the point while neither team has Uber. And hopefully, this is just going to be a DM fight, really. I mean,
and D5 think they can win it. Strera goes down before anyone's really pushed in. That's a big deal. I mean, Yule now has space. The scouts have space too. 2 down. There's Stickies all over the point, but they don't kill anyone. And I think Hootenany have to back here, or they're going to lose everybody. Almost. Fastle's so low. 5 health gets out, but this is not looking good.
Yeah, it's not, especially because Face has crits here, and I'm even going to predict that when they push here, Yule's going to do like an aggressive Uber, and I think Ads is going to drop the Uber, and that's going to be the round. That's what I'm going to predict going to happen here, because it's happened before, and I feel like it's going to happen again. But I mean, they're really just going to have to pull something out here, like maybe an early Uber and fragging Face is really the only thing that could save them the round. Yeah, they popped crit.
They popped. The crits pop doesn't get anyone. Finally, Ads has managed to stay alive when the crits is popped. They Uber onto the point, they're going to get this, and it looks like D5 want to re-enter to try and pick Ads here. They're not quite being successful. There is a scout all over him, but it's so low. I don't think he can get him. Rodent does go down eventually, and looks like Hootenany have got some control on the point, and you know what? They're ahead in time too, so unless D5 really try and ball him here without the Ubers up on either team, D5 maybe not going to get this round. Hootenany looking a lot better.
I mean, Hootenany needs to just expect like really high levels of aggression here, maybe even just baiting the point. Like, they know that Blue are just looking to cap, Red are looking to cap here. Really aggressive play, and Davey P fragging that scout there. It's really just gonna change things, and Ads has a pretty big Uber advantage. If they grind this up, they can just Uber on the point when the other team comes in. And yeah, they're just fragging pretty much all of D5.
That's a round. That's a round for Hootenany. So, you know what? We said we thought they were just going to close it out for Hootenany. He was surprised at both of us, I think, and shown to be a lot stronger. I think as soon as they start protecting Ads, they're doing a lot better. Just not letting him die constantly is really going to help them.
I mean, one really big thing there was, A, on the mid, their medic didn't die, they protected him, and so it didn't matter, but next mid is starting now.
Oh. The bombs are all over. Face has gone down early again, but hopefully Hootenany can keep Ads alive. But the 2 scouts rushing Fazal, he's in all kinds of trouble, and Rodent just killing everybody again. The scouts for D5 are doing so much work.
Yeah,
Scout scout on mid, but
nice by the red scouts there, just holding hands and pretty much destroying any chances that Blue's demo and Med had of being aggressive at the end of the fight. So yeah, really nice nice play by them there. And Telex is coming up sniper as well. I don't think this is that bad an idea holding the point. But their demo is dead. And this is good. Blue could use this and be really aggressive. They're not using this demo ad very well. They need to be aggressive. Maybe bomb a soldier in or something.
And Drak goes down. When they have the heavy class advantage, that's not great. They're probably going to pick this scout, but Stir is so far forward. Rocket from Milkmaiden, he just walks into it. And I don't think that Hootenany can take this now. I mean, their players are really low. Ads has only had 56 health there for a sec. Had to back out, not healing anyone for a bit, and Telex is pushing them out on the point.
Yeah, he's kind
of
just sitting back there.
Yeah, I think the Uber now up for D5, and Ads doesn't have it yet, so that's a minute on the clock for D5, and I mean, they're in control at the moment.
Yeah, this is looking bad for Hootenany. I mean, they're pushing right at even Ubers. This fight's really going to decide a lot. Fragging Makassar's there's good. And an early Uber comes out from Milkmaiden. He's looking
Not
to get a
getting
frag.
anything with it yet.
Yeah. And Fossil needs to use this Uber. They need to be aggressive here. They've got a huge player out. All their players are really far back. Their pocket needs to bomb. And they need to try to frag the Med, who's pretty far forward there. But they're not getting anything done. I mean, they have a better Uber, but they're not using anything with the time that they have over the other team in the Uber or something like that. So, wow, really good there by DVP, and maybe not so good there from Face. DVP fragging Face.
Telex killing ads though with a headshot, and
Wow.
that's both Meds down. Face is already respawned because of the spawn advantage, and all of these D5 players should be getting healed pretty soon, so faster going down there isn't good. And Strera, why are you playing heavy? Just gonna ask it. It's not working. It hasn't worked once.
I don't really know. I think he's just trying to do something a bit gimmicky to try to get the win, but it's not a good idea just to run heavy, especially when you're attacking the point. I mean, I think maybe when you're running crits on slow but heavy on Cliff can really work. That's the only time I can think about it. Yeah.
So situational to get it right. I mean, it's not working at all, and they did better that first round when he was playing Soldier, so I really don't understand it.
You're fragging Drak.
DVP, another big bomb, killing off Makassar, but Rodent just kills him straight away, and Abide having to try and rush the Soldier here. He's not going to get him. That's... Yeah, D5 do give up the point, but they've got Uber here, and they do have player numbers too, so it looks like Milkmaiden just wants to walk in, and they've popped Uber early. Straight away force it out. Fossil goes down during the Uber.
Yeah, I think Blue have multi, and they've got a...
Not great.
Yeah, Strera just missing rockets at the end of the Uber and being out of position like the entirety of the enemy team was around him. And his demo died right before he did, so... Yeah, just like...
and not great, man. You'll just, at the end there, just mops them up, and that's what happens when you have a demo up on Viaduct. It's such a good map for demos. They do a lot of damage, it's no surprise.
Yeah, so Blue just need to not die here. Wow, Telex being pretty forward there. That frag is kind of inconsequential, but I guess it doesn't matter. Really, really aggressive play here. This is what they need to be doing, like brawling them before they even get over. But Fossil is alone, and there's a Soldier just sitting in house doing nothing, just baiting his team. And his demo dies, he's chasing the scout, but he dies to the Soldier, so the pocket just did nothing there, and just the demo for D5, Yule, just destroyed them when they walked up slow.
More or less, the decision making by Strera this map just hasn't been the greatest, and I think it's really cost his team more or less. Coming in the #1 slot, and D5 are about to take this round, and that's games. And congrats to D5, they're into the finals, and I feel like Hootenany got surprised a little bit. I mean, it's not like the top seed rather in Div2 is going to come into the game expecting to lose.
Yeah.
That's a letdown for them.
Having a look at here at the stats, and again, Yule on top, 12 for 6, 320, and next down is Makassar, who is 12 for 10 and 240 DPM. So really, all of D5 way ahead of Hootenany in terms of frags and damage. That map, just some really showing their dominance, I guess.
I think we should have Yule coming in for interviews, and possibly some people from Hootenany. I'm not sure. I don't have any of my friends, unfortunately, so just trying to organise that now. But yeah, more or less D5, they gave up that first round in the second half on Viaduct, just like the way they did in this first half in the first map. Second half in the first map, rather, sorry. But in the end of the day, just D5, much stronger team, it seems. Especially in that pocket and demo play.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to say especially in the pocket play, because, I mean, I feel like Milkmaid didn't do a huge amount, but it seemed more like we just didn't have the greatest decision-making by the Hootenany combo.
Yeah, just poor positioning, I guess, especially post-Uber, and yeah, it really cost them.
We are joined now by a couple guys from D5. We've got Milkmaid and Telex, Face and Yule, all with us now. Congrats, guys, into the Div2 Grand Final.
Thank you.
Very talkative.
We're bugging.
No, we're just deep thinkers.
Oh, Matt can. Hey, Matt.
I don't know if we're going to get joined by anyone from Hootenany, but I guess...
I'll try and get ads in here.
Cheers, bro. I don't have any more mates.
Give David P a shout out.
I guess we'll just start with you guys. A couple of questions. First of all, who's buying a rodent, like a walking frame to help him with his back pain?
What?
He's not carrying the team.
He's carrying a little bit.
True.
Did anyone see the granary?
I think we can all chip in.
Yeah, but seriously though,
Where's
you guys
the
came
game?
in 4th seed. How did you guys expect to go before the match?
I think we were going in pretty confident. It was like we knew it was gonna be tough, but we've done well in a lot of scrims recently. And we knew if as long as we got into finals, we could compete with anyone.
I guess that's fair enough. And is there anything in particular you guys really thought separated you from Hootenany at that game? Like any particular play?
Just you and Rose. I think they're our two strongest. They're like Rose
got ads
hit
coming in.
things both really well. Second years, and they're both really smart and listen to everything.
Except Red, he's not that bright.
Yeah, Rose gets on. We have to
You have to keep him on a leash.
Can you guys move him, by the way?
Yeah, I don't think there was any huge factor. It was just better play on our part, I like to think.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of the time you guys just had better Ubers and post-Uber play, so it just... A lot of the time, Hootenany just weren't able to capitalize on Uber advantage the way you guys did, so I guess that's a lot of the reason you won. Ads, you there, mate?
Hello.
Is anyone else from your team with us? No, just you.
Don't think so.
So I guess first of all, bad luck on losing, but how did you guys feel coming into that match about your chances?
We kind of knew that it was a long shot. We hadn't been practicing, and I don't know, I think a bit of interest was waning. But we saw Makassar was back, so we thought, yeah, GG.
What? Oh, right, okay. Cool.
That's more of a hindrance.
It is more of a hindrance.
We didn't, look, to be honest, we didn't really know going in. Like I said, we hadn't been practicing, so we didn't really know what was going to happen. We were just kind of hoping for the best.
Yeah, no, it was a close game to watch for sure.
I guess my question for you,
Yeah.
did you guys see some of those crits coming out of the D5 boys? Because it seemed like a lot of them caught you by surprise.
Yeah. Also, from my perspective, it was always a surprise. I remember the one that sticks out in memory was pushing into Viaduct, and I was just around stairs, and I was ready to pop on my primary, and all of a sudden a little crit sticky comes flying over the top of those stairs, and game over.
Actually, yeah, no. One question that I did have for ads is, like, I kind of felt like on Viaduct especially, I can see that maybe you could have easily gotten a bit frustrated in the fact that both your demo and your pocket kind of sat on top of each other for the entirety of the map and let the enemy demo just feast on them, like, literally the entire time. Like, did you feel that you were getting a bit frustrated and try to prevent that, or...?
Yeah, that was annoying. I was getting a lot of mixed messages from my team saying, yeah, we need heals. Nah, well, unfortunately, you're soaking up too much damage to deal with. You need to slow it down and just make your plays in more appropriate times. And I don't know, when it was time to make pushes, things weren't ready to go, so it was just being defensive all of a sudden with your Ubers, and yeah, it just wasn't working out.
Yeah, I felt like your pocket kind of needed to just separate himself a little bit. I think that's like, it's kind of a hard thing to do because Viaduct is just so much of a different map in terms of just pocket play. Like, as a pocket, I can say that you have to play it really differently. Well, not really differently, but kind of differently to how you play a different map.
Yeah.
Like, let the demo do his thing and play aggressively, so...
But all due respect to the players, though, we have played a lot of Viaduct in the past, and we did favour it as a strong map for us. It was just, I'd say it's just a bit of rust. We hadn't been playing quite a lot because mainly my fault, busy with work. We haven't been playing at all. So I'd say, yeah, a bit of rust on their behalf.
I guess my final question for you guys is, what was the reasoning? Just because Epps and I tried to figure it out, but we weren't quite sure. What was the goal with Strera going heavy on some of the pushes?
Oh, just why not? That's why. There was
Yeah.
there was no specific reason. It was just, oh, let's just have some fun.
I
needed,
guess.
I needed someone to headshot, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you think about it, that kind of really made things worse. Because I mean, as a pocket, he was kind of staggering with the demo, but when you're playing heavy, you have absolutely no room to kind of jump away and be like, yeah, I'm not going to take this damage that our demo is taking. It's kind of like you're there and you are literally a damage sink. Like that's your
Yeah.
goal within the game. So
Also, something you guys don't realize is Strora makes a really good impression of the heavy weapons guy. So that's one of the reasons why we like to have him on heavy. No, it's serious. He does the voice real good. So it's
That's
fun.
impressive.
Why is
I
he in
guess-
here then?
I guess the only other question I have is, Rodent's there, right?
Hey, yeah.
How did you feel about your 3v1 on Granary to win the first round, I think it was?
That was very scrappy, and I
And then I
apologize
came
for
in
doing
at the end
that.
and took the glory.
That really shouldn't have happened. I should.
Yeah.
It was really the start of Granary was an excruciating round for us. I'm sure for the other team as well. It was really long, and just mistakes were made all over the place. Just nerves, I think. It felt good to do that, though. It really helped our team.
Definitely a clutch play to win the round. I guess that's about it for tonight, guys. It's going to be the opportunity to have a couple shout-outs, and I guess we'll let the losing team go first, so you guys come first in this tonight. So ads and on here, you got to do it for everyone, mate.
Shout out for everyone.
Yeah, you got to do all of your team's shout-outs.
Oh, I think we've only got one shout out our team. I was a backup medic, and our main medic, Socky, or our Big B, we lost him a few weeks ago due to some pretty personal reasons, and yeah, we all feel for him, so hope you get better soon, mate, and yeah, see you soon.
Sounds like one of the better shout-outs we get. So I guess it's all up to you D5 guys now. Go through alphabetically, please. So, Face.
Shout out to the Trainman, Shifter, and all our backups, like everyone on our roster, Cube and Shifter, PBG. And shout out to Milk Maiden for playing under not the best circumstances. I really admire that. And shout out to Hootenany for you guys have been great to play with again, the whole season. It's really fun.
Sweet. Milk Maiden, mate.
Shout out to Hummus and shout out to the Sesh boys.
I think we skipped Mac.
Shout out to Cube. Probably our most used backup. Shout out to Hootenany again. They were probably best team to screen this season. And yeah, that's about it. Shout out to 5 Marine.
Rodent.
Hey, shout out to Information Highwaymen if they were watching. Also, Power and Dork for spamming my comments. And thanks to Hootenany for a great season.
Telex.
Shout out to TH, our 8 Div2 winners. Ads was in that team.
Oh yeah, go DH.
Yep.
And you'll.
I just want to say thanks to everyone involved in the cast. So you, Epps and Una, and Pish on the camera, and Kenneth for pulling it all together.
Oh yeah, thanks guys for pulling in for Big Greaves. Good work.
No worries. Our pleasure, guys.
Pish, quite a good job, boys. Pish,
Shut
did you get that? Sorry, did you get the light play
The what?
on Granary when I was on the light?
I don't believe so. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Please forgive me.
Shout out to Infinite and SYF for helping us get into the finals.
You
Yeah, I think
facetious
that's-
bastard.
No,
think that's-
Infinite asked, and Sif did a really cool thing for us, I thought.
I think that's about it for tonight, guys. So thanks for playing. Thanks for giving us a good game to watch, and congrats to the winners, Danger 5 +1, and good luck in your final. Just before we close up for tonight, guys, I do want to just let you know that we do have the Div 1 Grand Final tomorrow. Big Boy Epps going to be playing. Our casters for that one are going to be Homer and Brutalix.
Oh no, it's not. No.
Tomorrow night at 9, I think it is. Yeah. If you're wondering why I can't do that, it's because I have a real life, unfortunately, sometime. So those guys will be doing it. Should be great. So don't forget to tune in. It's probably our biggest game of the year. Yeah, if you weren't aware who's playing in the Div 1 Grand Final, it's Team Immunity and Supervillains.
And this Thursday, look out for Woo versus Truckstrat, the third place game, casted by none other than myself and Big Snowblind.
Very big snowblind. Literally swole. So I guess that's about it for tonight. Eps, if you got any shout-outs, man, just go for them.
Alright, I guess my team, and Shooter, Homer, Emporia, all the WoW guys, Salami Pirates, and yeah.
Pish, you got anyone, mate?
No, just tune in tomorrow for the big Div1 match. It should be fun. 9 PM, guys.
Definitely. My shout-outs only just to the Fog Boys, and thanks you guys for a great game. This has been Team Fortress Live. Thanks for tuning in, guys.